Hello, hello, hello! So the news that some of you have been waiting for, the returning ancients in this upcoming ancient event have been revealed. And so of course I will go through each of these dragons with you now. If you're wondering where this got revealed, it was in a very weird place. It was in the question of the day in the official DML server, and Adam said not a question, but an update. Yes, it seems the majority got it right. The returning ancients are Solden, Zephujin, and Momo'tu. So this is a weird selection because we've essentially got double Earth epics coming. Double Earth ancients is what I mean. So for instance, we've got Momo'tu here, which I think is going to be a very much wanted dragon because he is an ancient water and earth dragon. And although you're not going to be able to use all three of his elements unless you have a duplicate somewhere, or like a divine healer as well, Momotu is still a pretty solid dragon, and he's got the nice design on him as well. So that is the first dragon returning. The second dragon that we've got is Solden, and Solden is an ancient light and earth dragon. So again, more of that earth element, but he also has light. So Solden is also a choice. If you've already got a fire user, you can just get Solden through light. And then the final dragon that is returning is Zephujin, who is arguably the least interesting out of these returning dragons because he is an ancient metal and wind. And although I love metal, that element combination is just not as useful overall and not as necessary as the Solden combination or the Momotu combination. So those are the returning ancients coming alongside the new energy ancients in the upcoming event. So keeping all of that in mind, who's going to be your main goal? I don't own any of those dragons, so any of them would be great. The only thing I'm sort of going to be salty about, because one is inevitably going to come in the DD, is, well, Zephujin would be fine. But for instance, if it was Momotu, I've got 335 pieces. And then Solden, I've got 454 pieces. So I do like the fact that they bring out dragons again, but one thing that is very annoying sometimes is that they just remove the pieces and release them as full dragons, which means all the pieces you collected before, in some cases, just end up being useless. I really hope it's not the case, but I guess we'll see when the event comes out. So we've got new ancients on the way, we've got returning ancients on the way. It is very, very depressing that Ikez is not returning in this ancient event. Again, there was a decent chance he could have come back, same with a few other dragons, but not this time. Maybe they thought, we've already got enough ancient energy dragons coming out, so we're not going to bother with another, but I think that's a bummer for a lot of people. Maybe next time. Maybe next time in the actual final ancient event. But anyway, that is a new update there. Of course, we've also been getting news about the upcoming update and the changes to the breeding den and such, so you should expect those very soon. I've also got another duplicate Rastafari dragon here. You want to see him hatched for anyone that wanted to breed him last week? Look at him. He's quite cute. He is very cute dragon. I'll give Rastafari that. But in terms of those dragons that have come out, Momo'tu and Solden definitely are some dragons that I think a lot of people would gain a lot of benefit out of collecting. Now, whether you do that or not is up to you, but you have to remember that they're still ancients, which means that you're still going to need two divines to go alongside them. Whether that divine is a divine ancient, one of the major awards, or whether that is just a regular divine that has some useful elements, you know. That is going to be up to you and what you can collect. But at the end of the day, we've got some decent dragons coming, and even some of the energy dragons are useful as well. But then the question is, the energy earth ancient that's coming out, is he even worth it if we've got two other earth ancients coming? I dare say maybe not. I dare say maybe not. But hey, you can do whatever the heck you want in your game. Go crazy, go wild, do whatever you want. I'm just gonna see all of the new stuff, how they're releasing it. Is it pay to win? Is it not? I didn't realize that I was about to go up a level. That sucks. The reason this sucks for anyone that's not aware is because if you do your arena fights, then if you level up, then you'll get all of your arena energy back. And I could have used that to at least get a single arena gem. But not this time, I suppose. And that's what I get for not paying attention. 100% my fault. I was about to go and do arena fights as well. Woe is me. Woe is me. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be seeing what we get out of this event. I think that I should be able to log in even if it's still 8-hour resets, because it is daylight savings, or daylight savings change is what I should say for me, which means that the reset should be just doable, unless I have anything to do in my real life, which why would I? I guess we'll see then, right? But generally speaking, that's all of the updated news for today. I would say that keep your eyes peeled for anything else, but in terms of the actual update news, there's not really a lot else going on. It's just the hatchery change, the breeding den change, and some bug fixes. Apart from that, there's genuinely, like, nothing else coming. So, don't really want to get into that too much, obviously. But, yeah, we'll see. I think the breeding den change is going to be a good one. And again, if we've got more of these returning ancients and divines having earth and water elements coming back, I think that's also a good thing. Will that continue going forward, especially when we're done with the divine events? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But I guess I'll finish this final arena battle, and then I will skedaddle. But yeah, we still need to get Emerger up to max level, well, max level enchantment one day as well. But will that ever happen? Maybe, maybe not. Probably never. Maybe the day I die, I will get the final enchantment material required for Emerger. But I would have gotten some extra there if I actually did the level up timing correctly. But anyway, I said I was gonna go after that. Let's do one more fight here. Destroy this legendary boss dragon. Absolutely spit on him. That's what we did. We're gonna get a sigil chest. What do we get? 1 green evasion. That's not bad. I'll take it. Even if it's an evasion, it's green, which is better than not green. Just saying. God, I've not really collected sigils in a long time now. It's mainly because I'm just not getting any acceptances, so trying to get anything of value is just not happening, because I really need the acceptances for the team. Like, I think I could get all of the other sigils, but the acceptances, no, they're not happening. I need at least another 3 of those. Obviously, I could take the acceptances off of my divine and legendary, and that would give me another 3, which actually I think that would be enough to at least take 1 to epic, but yeah, I don't know. I still use them in the dungeon, at least the fire uses, so it might be worth taking it off of Joko and Andy, but you know, we'll mess around with that when we mess around with that. So the last thing I want to say while I'm here is that with this ancient event coming up and us having all of these dragons that we might want to get our hands on, again, I'm going to keep collecting gems for now. 600 is a little bit lower than what I'd like generally if I'm going to be, you know, grinding out this dungeon or the dungeon every single week during the month. But will it be enough to get the dragons that I want? I don't really care about a particular dragon, so I guess we'll just see what happens. And if we end up being close, maybe we'll gem some dungeon runs as well. But remember, ancients are more expensive than divines in the dungeon in terms of their costs. Or they were in the past. We'll see in this event if that remains the same or not. But anyway, for now, I appreciate you joining me. So yeah, you can take a look at the dragons either in-game, or you can also take a look at them on the wiki as well. Don't forget about that. So again, Solden, Zephujin, and Momo'tu. I think Momo'tu is probably the best looking out of them, but I digress. I appreciate you joining me, and I hope to see you again soon.